Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I'm Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I welcome you, PK, in the house. What is going on? Man, you definitely joined the right right live tonight, buddy. Yeah. So I titled this, You Want to Be a Leader, but You Don't Want to Be That Leader. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? No? All right. I'll get into it. So, did you squeeze more? I like that. A little squeezing does help, for sure. So, I debated on doing this live or not. I really did. Until the maybe last 30 minutes even, I didn't want to do this live. But then the more I thought about it, the more I didn't want to do the live. It made more sense to do the live. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, and I thought about how I'm going to start and how I'm going to go about with this, but I'm just gonna free fly with this. Some of you may end up watching this live, and some of you may be leaders in the field, and some of you may feel like this is about you. If you feel that way, then maybe the message is there for you. You know what I mean? So maybe the message is actually there for you. So I've been in, like I've talked about this before. I'm not gonna long on this one because I really don't want to. But so I've had 37 jobs in 10 different industries, and I have been in and very transparent, in and out of network marketing really since 2008. Okay. Now before that, I had joined a couple other companies, but I was a kid, I was young, I didn't even know what it was. So I really don't count those, although I do count those as companies. I've joined 6 companies, but in and out since 2008. 37 jobs, in and out of 6 different network marketing companies. And you can tell, I mean, it would be fair to say that I've run into a lot of people, like a lot of people. I've been through trainings of different fields, obviously 37 companies, 37 different trainings, 10 different industries, network marketing, all this stuff. I've come to, I've, I'm, I have, I've learned a lot about people. I've learned a lot about people. I've learned a lot about different industries. I've learned a few things about what makes people tick, what makes them happy. I'm not the best. I've always said I'm a work in progress. It's a little guy kind of a day. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But it's a little guy kind of a day. So, and I've come across a lot of people, right? And I can truthfully tell you, look you right in the eye through this iPhone, if you would, and tell you that I can count the people that I really want to be like in one hand. In one hand. Okay. And that's gotta be sad, don't you think? 37 jobs, 10 industries, 6 different network marketing companies. I've been working since I was 15 years old. I'm 50 now. That's 35 years. You figure you put all that together, and I only can count these many people, if that, I didn't say 5, I said in one hand. I can count these many people that I can truly want to duplicate and be like. Here's the point though. The point is this. That doesn't mean these are the number of people that I've come in contact with as far as leaders are concerned all these years. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I have come across so many leaders. I mean, I'm talking gangster salespeople, closers, like leaders, owners of companies, movers and shakers, like big timers. I have come across many of them, right? And after all these years, 35 years in the work field, right? I can count maybe these many people that I truly want to like. If they said lock arm with who do you want to lock arms with? I could come up with these many, if that, people that said, that's it, that's it, like 3. But I deal with people on a daily basis. Now that I'm super in my network marketing, direct sales, MLM, go to jail, kind of, whatever you guys. Now that I'm really involved, I'm even seeing more leaders, right? And now not just in my company, right? In other companies, because I've really thrown myself into this space like I have never before. When I threw myself in the finance world, in the lending world, I exploded. It took me 10 months to explode, but I exploded after that. And I've relaunched my business, as some of you know, 4 months ago, and I've just thrown myself all in, right? And I'm going to explode. It's coming, but it's interesting because now I'm seeing so many different leaders, right? So different companies, different teams, different brands, all this stuff, trainers, non-trainers, all this stuff, right? And although maybe you feel this way, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, right? Although I know I want to be a leader and I consider myself as such in the making, if you will, some of you humble me and give me so much more love than that, but I consider myself up and coming. I'm an up and comer leader. I'm about to. Now, why I say that with you is this. I'm already practicing my first speech on the stage. I already know what I'm going to wear, right? I've already have the whole thing planned. I already know where it's going to be. And all that is wonderful. And I see myself there, right? For the first time, I don't just see myself, I just know I'm there. Like, it's just kind of weird. I just know I'm there. But I know I want to be that leader, right? But I know I don't want to be that leader. What do I mean by that? Again, some of you may watch this and think this is about you, and maybe you should, maybe reevaluate. You hear people talk. You hear people talk, and they talk a big leadership game, and they are a leader in the industry. You hear them, you see them, they're moving and shaking and all this stuff. And then you get to know them a lot more. You get to know them a little bit more on a personal level, on this level, on that level, on this level. You see other stuff going on, and you're thinking to yourself, whoa, I didn't think that was the case. I didn't think that was really the case. I thought what I saw would actually go deep in the roots and soul of your everything, of your being. I didn't think it was just like maybe about a little deep. Like it wasn't just on the surface. It was a little deep, but not deep enough. Where you live and breathe and live it every freaking day. You practice it on a daily freaking basis. I may get heated here because now I've been holding on to this one for a while. I've been wanting to talk about this leader, not leader for a while. It's not today. Okay, I want you to know it's not because of something happened today. But I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and it just ticks me off sometimes, you know, because there are genuine people out there that when you communicate with them the way you communicate with them on a surface, they really take that to the roots and run with that. And if you are a leader that you don't take that stuff to your own roots, shame on you. I'm going to call you out. Come on, people. Seriously. You've got to be more than that. I'm an up and comer, all right? I'm not calling myself anything. I'm an up and comer. But I'm telling you, I'm looking up to those people. I am. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Gazillions of them out there. But it's sad that I can just come up with this many, if that, to say, oh man, boom. What they're talking about is deep, it's just rooted in their whole being, in their souls. It's not just to get a couple claps and say, wow, that was a great speech, man. High five, girl. No. Like it's your living being. Now, I'm an up and comer. I keep saying that, right? Because I don't want you to get your facts twisted and go out there and say, Sean said, who's on? I see people on. I don't see who's on. Who's on? If anybody's on, I see a couple of people on, 3 people on. If you're on, drop a love, hate. Are you still here, awake? Drop a comment, something, so I know you guys are out there. But I am an up and comer guy, and you guys have seen I've kind of thrown myself out there 4 months. I'm coming out with skits and stuff like that. I never thought in a million gazillion years I would do on camera. Now I do that stuff the funny thing is that's how I am behind the camera, like with my friends. Like I'm a goofball, right? But I never thought I would do it on camera. So, you know, hey, it's in my roots. That's how I am. Like if I don't do a skit, is because I don't believe in the skit. Some of you have sent me skits to do. And if you watch this, you know who you are. Some of you send me stuff to do. If I don't believe in the skit, I don't do it just because to get 2 more followers. I don't do it that way. That's not me. You'll never see me like a post that I didn't read and I didn't agree with. I'm not just going to go through posts and like. That's not me. If I gave you love on a post, it's because I read it, I agreed with it. Why else would I give you love? I'm asking you to really go with that concept, you know? Like, if you're preaching it on a surface and it's only deep, then get it deep enough in your roots, in your, just like in your being. And if I don't agree with a post, I'll comment. I'll say, you know what? But I'm not one of those guys to say, oh, love. And then you ask me, hey, what'd you think of that post? And I'll be like, what post? It's like, I'll have an opinion because I read it. I liked it. If I say something, it's because it's deep in me. It's not just because to buy an audience, to get you to join my business, to get you to buy a package. Some of you recently have, when I've reached out to you for a business, I've literally walked away from you. And you've been like, and you know who you are. I could have had a lot more recruits this past 2 months, but I've literally walked away from people. I just don't want that crowd. I'm asking you, if you're a leader, I want to be a leader. Michelle Barnes says that freaking the best. But I heard it first from Tom Alkazen. If you know who Tom is, then you know who Tom is. If you don't, you don't. I heard it first from Tom. Leader of one, leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. Leader of one, leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. At the end of the day, you are your own leader. Do you truly, truly, in the roots of your being, practice and believe what you preach? At the end of the day, you are your own leader. At the end of the day. If you can't lead yourself, and I never got that. I didn't get that for a while. Like, that was like, what? That sounds amazing. I wrote it down. I remember I was like, wow. I remember exactly where I was in San Diego when he said it. I remember like it was yesterday. And I have pictures of that night too. And I'm writing that down. I'm like, wow, that was amazing. And I did not understand a word of it. I was like, what the? Like, I didn't even know what that meant. But now I get it. Right? Listen, people, at the end of the day, you're going to lead yourself. There's nobody around you. At the end of the day, when the day is over, the dust is clear, everything's done, you and you only, you're going to lead yourself, right? And eventually, you can say enough stuff that you believe it. That's what liars do, right? They say it enough that they actually believe their own lies. But how kind of a life would that be? I'm asking you to stop yourself from that. I'm asking you to say, you know what? I preach this a lot. Maybe I should start practicing a lot. You know, and you know, it kind of, it's a catch-22, right? It's a catch-22. But like I said, I just feel like at the end of the day, if you're going out there, putting yourself out there and putting content out there, putting value out there, putting thoughts and principles and stuff out there, it should be planted in your deepest roots. Otherwise, don't say that stuff or don't do that stuff. You know, it just doesn't feel genuine enough. To some, maybe some people will grab it and go, oh my God, he's amazing. She's amazing. Oh my God, we're not worthy, you know. But at the end of the day, leader of one, leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. So hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I want to encourage you with this. If you're a leader up and coming, you pick and choose. We talked about this in the other live. You pick and choose who you want to lock arms with and make sure everything is there for you. Like, it connects with you on every level that you wanted it to connect to. Did that make sense? You know what I mean. That last sentence, I don't think that made a whole lot of sense, but you know what I mean. So hopefully with that, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you guys. So many of you guys are reaching out to me now. I'm throwing myself out there a lot more, so I'm getting a lot more contacts. You're sending me stuff to Skit, which I absolutely love. Please do not stop. Send more stuff. you guys know what kind of stuff I like and what kind of stuff I don't like. Some of you are picking that stuff up. So I appreciate that. Much love on the comments and the, you know, the chats and stuff. But I'm just getting started. I'm telling you, I'm just getting started. And so I'm looking forward to 2023. Hopefully you are too. And you know, hey, you may be thinking, this dude is all right. I want to lock arms with this dude. Just go to sidegigsean.com. Let me know why you want to lock arms with me, and then we'll take it from there. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.